Alright. Had a couple cursed seed submissions here, so I'll just kind of go through them. Always like to do these. So this first one here is from Falter Fire. Said that this was the end to a 35-run win streak. They said it probably shouldn't be too hard, but they got a little greedy on how they used the hell vents. So we will give it a shot here. It looks like it's actually taken both people out so far, so maybe it is pretty hard. Wildenton with Whelp. That is a pretty yucky combo, to be quite honest. At least if Fireheart's decent. Okay, we got some redundant starters here. Animus of Will, I guess, is okay with the root seeds. And then Entropy, Pyre Hunter, and Holy Feed. At least the bosses aren't too bad. Alright, Strangler. I mean, I got 2 Glimmers, 2 Fireballs, and Bloated Whelps. Do you really need a Jack Strips? On the other hand, Expanded Coffers. I really don't like to start with it. It's so nice, but I really feel like it's one of the most win more artifacts in the game. It's like, if you have a run where you can make use of this, that run probably won anyway, so I'm thinking still Jack Strips, even though it like has so much redundancy with the cards here. I mean, it's still not necessarily useless, because it just means I can play Root Seeds more often, which is fine. And then I can also set up top. Alright, this should be doable. I guess I'll play these. We don't want to give too much rage to the boss, because we don't have a whole lot there. So this, for example, I don't even have to worry about playing the Glimmer. Then again, I don't know, I have the Cost Reservation too. It's kind of hard to make this choice, but we'll see if it ends up being correct. I think I probably just go and use it here. Just so I can get these things out of here. I shouldn't have done that. I'm dumb. Well, whatever. Let's put this in front so that it dies. We're going to feed 1 rage, unfortunately, to the boss here. I could have prevented that, but we'll just do this. Let's try to get our redraw on point. Let's see. 3, 3, 14. Get that damage in while I can. Hit the root seeds. Do that. We should be good here. Alright. I'll be honest, I really didn't think we were gonna have to play a root seeds there at the end with that many root seeds played, but then again, these Ring 1 bosses are kind of overtuned. 1 second. Alright. Get myself situated here. This is, I think this is going to be a doozy. I can feel it in my bones. I gotta get proper gaming posture. Gotta make sure I'm not misclicking. Okay. Man, it would be a pretty easy steal on the Hinser here if not for the Calcified Ember, but I don't know. I got a Cost Reservation. Maybe Calcified Ember is not that scary. At the same time, with the Cost Reservation, maybe Sharpen is just better. I have had some runs. It's been a long time, But there were some runs in Monster Train 2 where Sharpen was feeling okay. I don't really think this is going to be a Klein combo where it would feel okay, though, to be honest, because I don't know, what can I really tank with? But I can probably take a Steel Enhancer. It's just, I don't know, I still don't think it's that good, but I'm not going to have many options for scaling in this combo, and it's probably the more efficient scaling card. Snotty Whelp is maybe better than the Pyrecast, but not when I'm running Strangler, because there's just so much pip space being taken up, and with the Jack Strips, I'm inclined to set up top, and I don't know, Pyrecast, it's just like only useful on the boss, I feel. Like it's, early on it's okay on some tanks, but it's just a single target only, it's consume, it's like, I don't know, like, compare it to like a Razor Sharp Edge even, and Razor Sharp Edge is just way better. They're kind of accomplishing the similar thing, but you know, the Pyrecast only affects one enemy, whereas the Razor Sharp Edge hits all of, you know, in the context of an Animus of Will at least. I could see just skipping here. This is the worst part of Pyreborn to me, aside from the fact that they lack defense, is their common pool, and these are good examples of it. They're really the only common cards they have that are all that good are is Alchemy. That's like the only one. I think all of the others are mid to bad. Lava Armor is probably the only other decent one. So yeah, we'll skip them. No sense adding crap to the deck. The Root Seeds are literally, I don't even like Root Seeds these days, but they're better than those cards. We have to probably go left here, I'm thinking. Granted, the best upgrade for Animus of Will is a Large Stone, which obviously is really bad with this. But if I could combo it with a Smidge Stone, that would be good. Problem is, you know, we didn't get Wildwood Sap, so like, I really can't, in a lot of cases, beat the Ring 2 boss. I mean, Animus of Will just die to 50% of the bosses because of spikes, and we could brick here, just get like Miser and I don't know, Egg Dragon or something, and not the Greed Dragon, but the other one. Pyreborn Banners are certainly better than Awoken Banners, especially when we're Root Seeds, because the Hollows aren't even on the menu. And, I don't know. We also just don't have that many good upgrades. We don't have anything to double stack. We don't have anything to we got a Spell Chain, that's about it. I wouldn't even want to hold over any of this. I would hold over a Spell Chained Steel Enhancer, so I'd have to specifically see both of those upgrades in the shop. I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't here, though, because similarly with the Animus of Will, I only really want to see Large Stone and Smidge Stone together. But I can at least take a multi-strike, I guess. It's like takeable. And this minor health upgrade just to get through this ring. There is really no Awoken Banner unit, though, that I would take here. So this is a completely dead node for sure, whereas this is not a completely dead node. This is likely a good node. I mean, think about this. Just think about what we could find here at the Pyreborn. It's like, the Guildmonger I wouldn't really want. It's okay. Magma Mauler would be fine. The Miser I would not want. And then all of these I would want. These are really good. The Greed Dragon, Hothead, and Magma Cultist. Greed Dragon would be the best. Even though I have no eggs right now, that would just make me feel a lot better to have it. And plus it's just some beef to get through the boss. You know, 20-35 is absolutely fine stats to get through Ring 2 with. I could even maybe argue a Guildmonger is fine. I mean, there's really no setup here that's completely bad. The Magma Cultist might not be as good as it normally is because of the lack of a spell starter for that side of things, but you know, conversely, the Awoken, it's like literally what here is better than Animus of Will? Nothing. even the sweepers, it's like, well, I already got the sweeping Wildenton, so why am I going to add another sweeper, right? And then the off chance that we get a rare, none of these rares are really all that good for me. Wilting Sapwood I would take, but more as like a utility unit. And the Pyroborn rares, I don't know. I would take them, I guess, other than I wouldn't take Pyro-Blooded, obviously. But, you know, Zealot would be good. It still, though, is somewhat redundant with the Wildenton and Goldtooth. I would take it. It would definitely be an immediate good one to add. I would be pretty happy with Goldtooth here. But I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to justify going to that Merchant of Magic because this is a very low upside left ring. The thing is, if I didn't know this was a cursed seed, I'd probably go left, right? So I feel like I should go left just on principle. In the context that it's a cursed seed, I probably would want to go right here, I'm thinking, because I do need a little upside just knowing that the seed kind of sucks, but we'll stick to what I would do in a blind run. Okay, we got Titanite and Large Stone together. And the speed is okay as a early game power spike, but it obviously is useless later on. But I'm thinking I could probably just run Animus of Will and as a Titanite Large Stone. We don't have to use Wildenton for all these fights. And then eventually, maybe I just take a pip upgrade and, you know, 7 pip, I got 1 pip to spare, who knows, maybe I can make use of some other 1 pip unit at some point, but I think, since, you know, we didn't even get the 25, or the 20 health here, I think we definitely do this. This is obviously the most ideal upgrade on Animus of Will. And then I think we just settle for the Titanite instead of trying to search for a Smidge Stone. I mean, if we look at the map, there's not even a steel here, Merchant of Steel here. There is one here, which we might take. There's not really that good of trinkets, so it's an early Empyrean Well. Another Empyrean Well. There's a lot of Empyrean Wells. Yeah, I think we should do this. And I could also do this, I think. It gives it, for 15 bucks, it gives it a little more longevity for like the mid game, I think. Alright, Mark of Invasion. We'll just put his Quicksilver Cherubs. Alright, it's weird, but I'm just gonna go like this, I guess. It's like these guys die to Jackstress anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna go like this. I'll just throw that away. Putting him frontline is weird, but it is what it is at the same time. I'm just gonna do this because we got fucked there. Just do this and that. Definitely do that. And you did. I think I'm starting to like Steel Enhancer more here. You know, kind of bashed the card, but in the context that I have a Titanite and a Missive Will, I think we like it more than the Sharpen. I mean, the Sharpen also has reasons to be taken. I mean, if I'm getting hit, there is potential that I'm not even going to use Wildenton on this run. I really don't like to take a pip upgrade if I can help it. It's very rare that I take a pip upgrade and I'm not struggling. That's just my general... It's weird, like... It was true in Monster Train 1 as well. There's, like, obviously exceptions, like... Sometimes you have, like, a Firelight run, or, like, a Imp run, or some Melting Remnant Harvest run or something where the pip feels okay to take. But, in a combo like this, like if I'm awoken and I'm taking pip upgrade, it's very rough in my experience. There's just not any passive scaling and not any floor-wide buffs. So like at a certain point, you're just trying to get around the bad pip space of something like Wildenton or something. I'm saying all this just to think. I'm thinking out loud of like, if I'm going to take like an Ember or a draw upgrade, probably an Ember upgrade, is Sharpen making more sense than Steel Enhancer? I don't think it is. Okay, we'll take Alchemy here. That allows us at least some upside, whereas the armor is like, it's very powerful now, but I'm pretty powerful now. You know, my now level power is high, and that means even furthermore we want the Alchemy then. So we know it's for sure probably Dead Node with the Awoken Banner, whereas this health would be nice, but this Merchant of Magic is looking pretty good. We want cost reductions or consume remove on Alchemy. At least consume remove is now pretty good. We want whatever you call it, Spell Chain and Steel Enhancer. I'll be honest, I would take a holdover as well. So the Merchant Magic is just too good here to pass up. It's almost unbreakable. Alright, we got the Spell Chain. That's really good. We'll do that now. I can't imagine, you know, if it's a ×5 event, we definitely want to ×5 that. We got a double stack. We might be able to get something from this cove that is good for that. Yeah, we might. Let's see. Bunch of... what do we want? MR, SG, or U? Bad. Kind of bad in this context. Takeable, I guess. Siren Song's always really good. Deep Offering, takeable. Ancient Synergies are not that good in Monster Train 2, in my opinion. We also have the double stack for the Siren Song if we need it. Gifts, not very good. Hoarfrost is horrible. See what I did there? Yeah, these, it's like, there is Umberstone. That's about it. Like, really, what else do I want here? Like, Furnace Tap's very hard to make use of. When I'd have to get like an engraft or something. Yeah, I don't like the cavern for here because it's like a lot of them are morsel based too, so it's like. And similarly, some of these are like burnout, so those are untakeable. But Sac Res is fine for thinning out the deck. Devourer of Death. There are. It has a little bit more use in Monster Train 2. Keep in mind, like, they made Soul a buff, so, like, you could dualize it. We do have a Merchant of Steel coming up and stuff, but I don't know. it just doesn't fit into this deck. Intent on Death is obviously useless. Remnant pack, I would probably take it. It's useful in Monster Train too, just even for helping with Relentless and stuff. And then Hallowed Halls, I would have to have seen a holdover in the shop to take that, so I would not take it. Formless Child, I could work with that, oddly enough. I could do something weird where it's like maybe mid-floor I go Strangler with a Formless Child behind him, and then my top floor. And then once Strangler dies, he just comes back huge. Well, let's do a quick count. Like, nothing's really all that good here. There's one good card here. There's one really good card here. There's really just one good card in each of them. Actually, there's none in Melting Remnant. So Melting Remnant's off the table. I'm kind of leaning towards Stygian. I mean, let's think what I would actually take here. For sure, Siren Song. That's the for sure yes. Deep Offering, probably yes. Beyond that, would I take anything? We have a double stack here. Like, maybe double stack Spike of the Stygian is takeable. But that's probably it. Maybe I take the Ice Empire, I don't know. Do I take Harness the Titan? I mean, I do have the Glimmer, which it would make able to heal. Whatever the situation is, Stygian is clearly the pick here. Alright, Siren Song. Easy choice. Easy choice. That makes me even probably feel okay taking a pip upgrade to some degree. I mean, I should do this here, maybe. Just for a big heal. I might want that. Alright, let me think. For this one, we'll still do 2-floor setup here, but I am thinking eventually we could probably... how do we want to do this? Siren Song up here. I want to do it like this. Siren Song, it's like, we want to draw it when he's here. It's looking more and more unlikely that that will happen. For sure we want to play this. I want to save that. Probably fine using this turn, I'm thinking. Alright, taking pyro damage here. Pretty much no matter what. Let's see, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, there's no way. Nice. That's pretty good. We don't want to put a unit down there because we don't want to eat up the days. There's our heal. Alright, we got through that. Interesting. I don't know that I need the cycle of life when I got these steel enhancers. And also remember, there's a lot of Empyrean Wells, also known as a Hell Vent to all of us, Monster Train 1 players. That's a lot of steel enhancers. That gives me 8 health for 0. Whereas this gives me, 8 attack for 0. This gives me 10 health and no attack for 3. Sure, there's spikes, but who gives a fuck about them, Big problem with Awoken is they just don't have enough spikes. Like, for being the Spikes clan, they are not really the Spikes clan. Lazarus puts them to shame with the Spikes generation of that. And, they have Reanimate and better scaling on, like, everything and Lifesteal and blah, blah, blah. Awoken just does not even compare. And Spreading Spores is just such a bad card, but, like... And maybe we need it. I only got the one consumable Glimmer as a heal right now. We're likely to find more, but... I don't know. It's so bad. It is so bad. Like, I think this is actually just a skip. I wouldn't feel too bad about skipping this. The only thing I feel bad about is it's like, well, that's our chance for a good rare and we didn't get one, but sometimes you just don't take them. I mean, really, the rares, there are some good ones in this clan combo, but these are just not it, We'll just skip it. Okay, Greed Dragon. Obviously, we take that. Now I don't know what to do, though. Oh, what do I do here? Oh, man. There's not enough pip to go around. What's the steel situation? We got one right now. There, we'll probably for sure take that one. So we got 2 of them. That's a definitely good chance at Smidgestone. And, there's a world where I can just take this pip upgrade and I fit the Smidgestoned Greed Dragon onto the floor with everything. But there's a world where we don't find Smidgestone, which is technically unlikely. I have to lose 2 50/50s, but not that other question. Another thing I can think about is like, well, I'll know by Kale whether that's going to be a thing, so I probably shouldn't take the pip now. I'll just take it later if I have to. So between Ember and Draw, what do we want to do here? Because we want to hit these often, which would make me almost think Draw, but with Ember... I also don't know if I'm Hellventing this anymore. If I hit Pay Dirt on my early upgrades here with the Greed Dragon, I'm just going to Hellvent that. Ember helps me play the Alchemy, but eventually I'm not playing that. Helps me play the Root Seeds. It's Ember. It's got to be Ember. And we'll save these. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now the only question is, do I take the Titan Stone, or do I try to be greedy and get a multi-strike? Because multi-strike at this point would be probably preferable, or endless. I would say either of them are preferable. So, re-rolling, I got over a 50% chance to see at least one of them. If I don't find them, there's also Large Stone, which it's not as good as Titanite here, but it's still like okay. Because you gotta think, I'm trying now at this point to dupe these dragons since they're 1 pip and they're gonna be so good. And is Titanite really the best upgrade for them at this point? I don't know, because I already got a Titanite Animus of Will, who might just serve as a tank at this point. And I also have Wildenton, who's a shittier tank, but probably serving better as a tank than a damage dealer. What's the worst scenario? I reroll and I get quick and dualism. Quick, dualism, those are two that I can't really make use of. And then anything else? Because there's five possible upgrades. And which one am I forgetting here? Because there's, we got large stone one, or we got the two that we don't want, dualism and quick, those are two. We got two that we want, which are multi-strike and endless. Oh yeah, and then there's large stone. So, you know, two of them are really good, two of them are useless, and one of them is takeable. That leaves us with 3 out of the 5 choices, and we're getting 2 of them. That's a pretty good chance that things work out in our favor. Let's try it. God damn it. Well, really wish I would have took that Titanite now, but I kind of stand by that play. We can just take the Avarice, I guess. Or quick, I don't know. Let's take a look and see what we're getting here. There's the Predator Flex if I want it. Maybe I do. I mean, I would like to point out that the odds were pretty damn low that I get specifically those 2 upgrades. Like, even just getting a large stone would have been fine there. And then obviously endless or a multi-strike would have been gigantically, really much, you know, a lot better than the Titanite. But that's why I still stand by that play. It's just, we got fucked, but that's fine. I still have a smidge stone Greed Dragon at the end of the day. That's not too bad of a deal. If I take this Predator, there's definitely less reasons to take quick. Then I can take 2 things of Predator, and I still stick the actual scaling onto this dude. I think that works. So we'll just go here, I guess. I don't know. I'm obviously going to Hellvent it, though. And since we did take the Avarice, let's just start getting rid of these pieces of crap. Make back our money. Okay. It's not too bad. It was an annoying reroll, but beyond that, it was a pretty good set of everything. -1, sure. Well, since there is these guys, we're going to go bottom floor Wildenton. And we'll go... I'm going to put the Greed Dragons in back here because it makes more sense, I think, for Wildenton in this... Let's go half and half. We'll go half and half. Still do this for in preparation for the boss. Do that in case a collector comes up top. Save Glimmer for later. Put Animus' speed here. Just get that down, I guess. I'm saving this for like a turn like this if I need it. Probably save it for the Calcified Ember, I guess. It's not that important that I play any of these. Yeah, like here at least saves me up higher health to do this, so it's fine. It is Sap Dude, which is pretty rough against this. So, I don't know, 200 health. We got this. Hopefully it's enough. Luckily, this is one of those bosses where the pyre can finish the job, but yeah, this is a bit rough. Actually, Siren Song gets it done, baby. Didn't even take any pyre damage. Hell yeah. I mean, we would have been beating it, because 60 versus 12, I mean, I don't know. We would have took a lot of pyre damage, but also I'm Strangler, so there's light at the end of the tunnel there. Pyre Grow, I guess we take. Payoff, probably not. Dragon's Breath kind of costs too much for what it does, but maybe it's okay. I don't know, I'm quick, like, is it really accomplishing much? It's just really I mean, we do have the this, which I guess does silence my enchantment. I need to think about that. Does silence my enchantment. I think. I've actually never... I assume it does, because my silencing them would silence their enchantment. So I assume that they silence me and my enchantment is silenced. So Dragon's Breath would help me there. But I don't know. I already got the 2 Pyreballs, which kill them. I have the upgraded Glimmer. Sleep also never gets silenced, so I could just live with the fact that they hit me first, and I still just fuck them up. I don't think adding a Dragon's Breath helps me much here. And Payoff, I don't know. Maybe I'm overconfident in the fact that I'm going to not take Pyre health, but I mean, the steel, I guess, I don't know that I'm hitting the steel anymore, now that I'm fully upgraded. I would have to specifically see, I mean, we got trinkets on a horde, maybe we find Pyrestone housing, but yeah, let's think. Trinkets horde, we have later magics, this is pretty useless until then. I think we just skip here. And then we save. We do want these greed dragons to pop off. Okay, the both of these together is fine. Shadow's Sheath. Do I take it? Feels like it shouldn't be too bad. It's specifically good for Wildington. You know, I think we take it. And then Hellvent. I think we are eventually taking a pip upgrade, especially the Pyro actually really allows us to do that, I think. And the Wing Steel. You know, them together. And yeah, I think we just want more of them. Even if right now it's not necessarily super sense-making. It just helps with the Relentless. That's our problem right now is Relentless anyway. Now that this guy is in front, we definitely want him in front. Or now that we have Shadow's Sheath, we definitely want him in front. Here, let's play the both of these. Helps our draw, and we can just get this after playing Alchemy. We still go here. I mean, there's no reason, I guess, to... Oh, whew. Good thing I did that before I played that. Boom. So I could play it here. With the way this deck is right now, I think it makes sense. Let's put you there. I guess we'll put you there. Did you not get any slaves? Just let that happen, I guess. Can't fit that guy in. Well, they'll have to get rid of the Spear Stewards next. Those are the last of the bloated whelps. Alright, good damage there. I mean, not really, but it's at least clearing out the floor. Is this worth? Saps me, but gives me pretty good heal there, which I think overall helps. Steals a kill though, means I get less stealth. Let's play it so that I don't redraw it. Alright, we got him here. But you know, we gotta get him real good. Got some gold. I actually was dumb for scaling up there, because if I was already winning, I should have not done anything. I completely forgot that I had Avarice on those dragons. Heal wouldn't be horrible. I mean, we're going to have eventually corruption in the final fight, and I do need like a consistent heal. So yeah, we'll take the focus growth. This technically gives me so much pyre health, like guaranteed, since I'm holding the eggs, but I don't know. I do think Wildenton is gonna be a main thing. I wouldn't take Shadow Sheath otherwise, so... And we're gonna get pyre health. Well, we were gonna get pyre health. Now I don't know that I am. I may never take pyre health, so it's like I may still just want this. I mean, yeah, I didn't... It's just a vortex. This is useless to me, so why don't I go left here? A Bloodthirsty Blade would be great. Not much else would be all that good. But, maybe multi-strike thing would be alright. Let's take this. Boiler Room is definitely worth taking. What about the Inferno Room? That would be pretty good into Entropy. That we take for sure. It's just a question of like, do I take that Inferno Room? I should have checked this first. It could be the room alcove maybe. I don't know if it shows up this late, but... Alright, very easy choice here. Take the one that doesn't suck and is actually good. I don't know. Inferno Room, it hurts my Shadow Sheath. It's like a tech into Entropy, which is already not too bad of a fight. I mean, maybe I shouldn't underestimate the amount of sap that's happening, but I don't know. I don't feel I'm too scared of it. Stoic Plate Mail, that's fine on a Greed Dragon, because they don't really do anything in my deck. Fight Club, Probably running a 2-floor setup if I don't take a pip upgrade. I mean, even if I do take a pip upgrade, we're probably running a 2-floor setup. But this is really good defense. I'll take it. And I'll just deploy this. I don't think I need the Fight Club. At the same time, is there really any downside to it? It's a lot of damage. Let's take it. And we should just get rid of these. Okay. Definitely want the Strangler in bottom. We'll, let's see, probably still go these behind. We'll do that. And put you here? I think there. Oh, boom. Get got. Now, do I do this for this fight? Maybe I should scale him so that I'm killing these cherubs faster. This is actually kind of tough. I think we do this. I was stealthed anyway, so I was fine from getting hit, but it's really nice to hit this guy with that. I'll do that. I think here I'll do the steel enhancers here maybe. That way I at least get that. At least here I get that kill. We'll give you that. I'm gonna wait on the Greed Dragon. Still probably put this up here. How am I getting so few slays? I'm getting like no slays. Let's do this to help with the slays. 40. I still don't slay here. I slay the one. Let's slay you. I think I still need to do this. Hit that, I guess. Trying to wonder if I should put these up here. Yeah, we're fine down here. This guy's gonna clean up, right? Let's put these here. It's hard for me to say for sure what I should do in either case, but alright, let's get you to 55. Already drawing 9. I guess I could have drawn one more. Just because the boss is here, I'll just get these hits in. 60, I'm actually killing that finally. Let's hit you then. Alright, we should try to kill down here. Alright, we are killing, so let's just let that happen. Get the most Avarice hits in. Does adaptive mutation do anything for me? I don't know how it interacts with Fight Club. I feel like it should be positive, but it's maybe not even that positive. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know that there's really much. Maybe Stoic Plate Mail, but turn the 30 health into attack, essentially. I don't know, it's worth adding to the deck. Yeah, I just don't know that it's too positive for me. The other question is, are we taking a pip upgrade, right? It seems like we are. I think we should, yeah. I don't like these. I could take the Wildwood Tome as a tech into Entropy. I mean, I could stick that on Wildenton and then I'm still quick, right? But honestly, I don't know if that will actually work that way. I could see some weird programming there where it's like, oh, I'm enchanting quick, so let's remove the quick anyway, you know? That totally seems like something that the code would do, so I'm not even going to risk it. And yeah, we'll take the pip upgrade, fit more dragons onto that floor. Hold over. I don't mind holding that over. Holy Stone that. This is okay. Just have a heal that can come back. Alright, I like Permafrost here actually. Permafrost here, just so I can make sure I hit that when I need to. And then we have another spell chain, which I think is just going to go there. Even though I do have the other one on holdover, this just kind of makes sense. I can get rid of alchemy now at this point too. We already know that we saw the three increase go by, so there's no reason to go above 8. Of course, I don't have money for the purge, but that's okay, I guess. I guess this is okay. I guess I could do this too. I mean, I only really need to see these every so often. I got the Glimmer now to help with things. I earned back a pretty good amount of money. Why did I click that again? Alright, Empyrean Well on the dragon again, I think. Just so I can fit a 4th one on. And then the final Hellvent could go on something else, because I don't necessarily need another dragon at that point. We do want double strike here. Heaven Seal's no problem. This normally annoying fight should be pretty easy here. I still want the Boiler Room over another Greed Dragon here, because it's just very important for me to get that Boiler Room into play. Alright, not exactly the time that I wanted to draw that, but that's okay. Oh crap. The dude has 5 health now, right? Okay, I should have went above there. That's okay, we got the Siren Song if we need it. I think we definitely focus on Wildenton at this point. Put another one up there. Alright, 2 of them should take that out. Let's give you the sauce. Give you a little hit. If they want you to get some damage, we'll put you in the very back. I can wait on an AoE heal. I think I maybe... in this fight I could have probably got away with putting the other Greed Dreg in front, but it's all good. I guess we can put these here. I hope I'm not throwing by adding all the stats here. I think I should be fine, I mean... we just don't care about that. Actually, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Definitely the Titanite, though, would have been pretty nice in situations like this. Alright, looks like we're killing, so we'll just let that all play out. Get our Avarice hits. Do I want another Pyre Grow or Focus Growth? Or maybe even, I don't know, Wildwood Custodian. I could see Wild Custodian being okay here. But I can't add health to it. Which still might be fine. I mean, it fits behind my Titanite, large-stoned girl. I don't need it. I don't need any of them. Definitely don't need any of these. Spell chain. A lot of spell chains on this run. I think we've officially maybe ran out of the point at which I need to spell chain things. I guess I could spell chain the Focus Growth, but I also see a holdover here, which is potentially happening. Alright, we'll take that. These are dragons, so I might as well do that. Granted, in Entropy it could not hit a lot of the time, but that's, I guess, okay. Ooh, absolutely. This just, like, is randomly so powerful. They like, tripled the power, I think. Wasn't it just 5 before? And Rootlet Mask, as good as it is, we just don't need it. Let's just get rid of Alchemy. And then, I don't know. I already got one of these on holdover. I don't know that I want to do another one on holdover. Spell chain this just adds a lot of draw, a lot of heal. I feel like it's here. Yeah. And then, since I do have the other thing, we can probably just do this. And then we'll Hell Vent. I feel like another dragon is still fine. Just on another floor, is that weird? Could also just Hell Vent the... I mean, I probably should have held this over if I'm considering Hell Venting the Seal Enhancer, but honestly, I kind of am. I don't know. Could also just Hell Vent the Rail Spike, as weird as that is. It's possible that the Great Dragon is still the best here. I'm also thinking maybe the Focus Growth. Yeah, I definitely should have held this over, because I'm thinking through this and I'm like, this is just the best call. I should have definitely held over the, I don't know. It's okay. I think either way, we're in a pretty powerful spot here. I don't have to go bottom floor this fight. I mean, it's the incanters anyway, so... And then I'd have time to, like, kill the, stuff. It also makes it harder for me to play Greed Dragons. Yeah, let's do that. I do still want to make this guy powerful. It's a lot of sap. Our large stand, what's her name, is like... Alright, there's no silencer here, so we'll put that one in. Can do that. We can give a little bit of stats here, that's fine. We're gonna heal back anyway at some point. I don't know that I play this here. I think we just play this for 4. I could just let that hit. I don't think I need to sap my guys here. I'm going to heal back anyway, and even if I didn't, I've got all this fire health to play with. Now this guy does give stats to everyone, so maybe here we'll just do this. Chump block with one of them. Can do that. Let's Surge Stun this out. I don't even think I need to like redraw this. I know I'm going to take more hits in the future. Whatever. We'll redraw it. I guess it's fine. Right, we brought him down there. The stealth thing is actually working out pretty well for us. You're getting hit now. I think we still start getting this guy going hard here. Just Don't want to lose him, but yeah, let's let that hit. Eventually I'll full heal here. Hopefully. Jackstrips is kind of hurting me here. We'll have that. 44, we can take that. Oh yeah, we should do that. Maybe for this one we'll do this. Back to full health. Where the hell is that focus growth? Jesus. Alright, we're not sapped at all here, so this is fine. Pretty giant tank at this point. Alright, they are dead, so we are happy. We also have the heal if we needed it. Alright, we are looking pretty good. I think we do the same thing. I know we lose jackstrips, you know, some slaves to jackstrips, but I don't think we are actually caring about the Shadow Siege that much in this fight. There's not that many, I don't know. It is kind of a raw deal because it's like the corruption guys died of jackstrips but still put corruption on me. So I'm like, maybe I should just go to the bottom. There also is a Scourge Shuffler. It just gives me a really bad hit on Wildenton, but we're stealth the first turn anyway, so it's probably fine. It's actually probably better for us to sit on the bottom as I kind of talk through this. Maybe top floor here, though. Yeah. Alright, we got both of these right from the get-go, so that's nice. I don't need to play that. Let's go for 2 here. Ah, I should have... Totally could have just played the Aquaths. I'm just going to let that hit us. I'm going to wait till the next turn hit this. I could also hit Dominion, but we should play the... I think we should play that 1 card first. I should play this. Do I play that? Because then I draw a card. It's also just a nice heal to have. I think I don't play it. You're alive. Still blocked there. Hit there. This guy's getting hit. Man, the glimmer is so hard to play. We can play it here. And you're not gonna... Why are you getting hit this turn? Because you guys are getting kills? Let's do it there, I guess. I don't know. Could also put it on the Animus of Will, I suppose. We just let those hit us. Alright, this is our time to buff you up. Have I not hit the Fight Club yet? Seems like it's taken forever to draw through this deck. About time we got him heals. Definitely don't want you to die. Can eat up a few there. Don't want you to die either. I was hoping I would get the Siren Song here. I guess I still could. I think this floor probably needs to get these glimmers on. I don't care if it steals a kill. Wow, literal bottom deck on the Siren Song. But whatever. I guess this guy is the one in most need of killing. Well, we'll just Siren Song Dominion past this then. That is going to be a lot of damage now coming in from the dude because we drew so piss poor. We're killing here, it looks like, anyway, so that's fine. Alright, no sense taking that damage then. Suck on that, Savagery. Boom. I don't know why, but that animation looked extra lit there. The death animation. It was like pretty good. So I didn't really play Aquas that well. I will say that. I know that there's definitely better turns I could have made there, but overall it was pretty good. There was a bit of a rough start, but once we saw Greed Dragon, I will admit that the ring right after ring 4 was still sketchy because we only had the 2 eggs, but once we got past that, it was relatively smooth sailing. I think Greed Dragon still just even like if you don't get the ideal upgrades, it's kind of like what I said. It's like there's so many upgrades that work on him that it's pretty hard to like not get something that works. Obviously, we would have much preferred to have multi-strike and endless. Keep in mind, I would have played the Greed Dragons much different if I had endless. I would be letting them die and stuff. But, you know, it's all good. The Avarice actually wasn't so bad because it earned us probably just a ton of money over the course of that run. So it really actually wasn't too bad at the end of the day that we just settled for the Avarice. And then, yeah, the Ring 2 Animus of Will, turning it into a tank. That's not that uncommon in Monster Train to turn a unit that's not a tank into a tank when you see those two upgrades together. You know, I do that with like units like Miser and whatnot pretty commonly. That's just what you have to do Ring 2 sometimes to get through the game. And I don't even know if we needed to do that necessarily to get through the game, but if it's going to offer them together like that, they might as well take it. And then really good, the Emblem of the Exiles at the end there. That definitely helped a lot. The rest of the artifacts, I don't know. I was still pretty unimpressed with Shadow Siege there. I don't know. I just don't know about that artifact. But, yeah, pretty good. Let's see what everybody else did. Alright, Fault to Fire. Same variant of Wildenton, same artifact, same boss upgrade. This is different, so I don't even think I saw that, so we had to have gone a different note at some point. I'm guessing he must have went the, let's see, Merchant Arms, some Merchant Arms that I didn't, maybe Ring 3. Has the Great Dragon with the Smidgestone. He did make a comment that he said he was too greedy with the Hellvent, though, and I can kind of see that. Like, it looks like he did not Hellvent the Greed Dragon, which is giving up a pretty good amount of power. I can't think of anything else here that is really worth Hellventing as I look through this. In fact, I don't even know really what he did Hellvent. Maybe he's saying he did not take the Hellvent. That could also be something. Payoff? He wouldn't have Hellvented Payoff, right? I know we were offered multiple of them. I'm guessing he just took multiple of them. But yeah, I guess maybe the main thing here really that is just Hellventing the Great Dragon. I could also maybe be facetious and say that maybe Animus of Will could have just locked in the large stone and whatever, but I totally get this. It's like, this is not a bad play either. This allows you to play it on the same floor as Wildenton, and there is like a certain amount of scaling for it. I do see, so there is no Merchant of Magics getting hit. Maybe that could be potentially another thing that could be fixed. Like, because there are, granted, you know, once we see the Greed Dragon, the Hellvents are probably going on Greed Dragons, but if there is no Greed Dragon, or if you hadn't planned on Hellventing them, maybe usually you want to spell to Hellvent. So I think maybe hitting like some Merchant of Magics at some point would have been good, but yeah, what does it die to here then? It dies to Ring 5? See, I would have thought it dies to Ring 4, because that's like the, I guess there's at least some pyro damage taken there, but I'm trying to think what was Ring 5. Okay, actually, yeah, so Ring 5 was the boss that had Titanite, or Titan Skin. And definitely for that, I have to imagine just having another Greed Dragon would get it done, you know, especially considering we're looking at 69%. Nice loss there. The other thing I could bring it back to is like maybe the Titanite plus Large Stone, even without the extra Greed Dragon, might have been enough to get it done. I don't know there though. It would be a different deck at that point. So yeah, I think mainly Greed Dragon That's the main thing there. Just dupe the Greed Dragon, even if it's not the ideal Greed Dragon that you want. And I could even maybe take it a step further and say, settle for some other upgrade on it, even if it's like Avarice. Could probably help you a little bit too. And then this one dies ring 3. Did take the kind of greedy play there. I don't hate it. I still kind of think Jackstrifts is the better call, but in the long run, obviously in this seed, Coffers would have actually been quite a lot better because your Greed Dragons would have 30-30 entire extra stats. But, yeah. I don't know about this. Endless Whelp. I would have to have, like, somehow... There's always a chicken egg with some play like this. It's like, I need to see some Whelp, some reason to do that. On its own, this is a pretty weak play, in my opinion. That's a lot of money spent on, like, just not much value. Yeah, and I don't know. It's like you went to the Merchant of Steel and did not upgrade the Animus of Will. I don't think I'm a big fan of that. Because that's your carry unit at that point in the game, and it needs something. Even if it's just health. Yeah, this takes 24 damage and dies probably, it looks like, to just the... yeah, because it wasn't leaking. So it died literally just to the effect of Archaon's Pyre Hunter. Because he took 24 damage here. You know, even if you're not settling for the large stone like I did, you should at least do the 20 health like Falter Fire did. Otherwise, you run into this spike boss, and then you're just dead, you know? You're technically alive here, but given the fact that you know, you're into Pyre Hunter, that's pretty brutal though. I gotta say, I'm trying to think, because you went the Merchant of Steel or the Merchant of Arms, I assume to get the Pyre health back, and it still died to the floor effect, which again would have helped a lot if you just had it added some beef. You know, the 10 health here is really not worth. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what this is accomplishing here. You spent too much gold on this. It's like it's just not working. Oh yeah, and what did Falter Fire take for the Siren Song? See, I like the Stygian pick here. I don't really like the Umbra pick. Granted, the Blazing Bolts is usable, but you know, it's slow. It's just not reliable. It's overcosted for what it does. And, you know, like, as we looked through the logbook, it just, there wasn't much in Umbra that was all that good. Really just the Umbra Stone. And whereas the Siren, you know, the Stygian side has much better stuff. Now, of course, we found the most ideal card for Stygian. So, in that sense, I'm not saying that it's the right call just because we found the best card. We could have just as easily found the Umbra Stone, but I think just going back to the spread of cards, I think that you know, this Crypt Builder, or sorry, Deep Offering. There's those are the main two cards, but that even already is just better than what the Melting Remnant and Umbra had to offer. And then there was like takeable cards such as Pyre Stone. I never remember the name of it. The one that does 90 attuned damage to the top floor. You know, there was takeable cards, whereas the Umbra has like two useless morsel cards already in the pool that are untakeable. And then a lot of the other stuff just isn't really doing much. Like, even the Furnace Tap is like borderline takeable, but not when your carry unit is Animus of Will. It's really not that useful. And You know, there's not many ways out of the Ember Drain in this combo. Just end graft is pretty much it. And Boiler Room, I guess, works too. But yeah, that's probably all I can think of here. Big thing is just like the Bloated Whelp play was just not the right play, I think, to make. But anyway, that was a fun seed. Thanks for that one, Falter Fire. And then I got another seed I'll have to get to at some point here that I think was also submitted. So as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.